They're vegan, you know.
What, pigs?
Percy Pig.
Oh.
Welcome to We Are Chelsea Live. We are under the bridge. I'm so excited. Second season, second live podcast show. This is, of course, brought to you in association with Skoda. A big, massive round of applause for Skoda because they make this happen. Yeah, thank you, Skoda. This podcast is in association with them and they are proud supporters of women's sport. And I'm not going to delay this any longer. I'm going to bring out my two wonderful guests. I'm actually going to stand up for this. She used to be a blue. She is, of course, Caz Carney. Woo, woo, woo! Hello. Yeah, wherever you want to sit. Wherever you want to sit. And my next guest used to play for City. She's probably now known as Queen of the Jungle. It is Jill Scott. Hello, hello, hello.
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 Welcome to We Are Chelsea.
I feel a bit unsafe here. Don't kill us. I know I'm ex-Manchester City, but I'm Kaz's friend.
So she's okay, isn't she?
Yeah.
Although I think I've seen some City supporters in here.
Yes,
there they are.
There they are.
They're hiding at the back. It's
We
a safe
started.
space, guys. It's a safe space. It's a safe space. Now, I don't know if you two have been listening to the podcast, but we've done so many episodes on friendships and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, which is why we've brought you two on, because you're good friends, aren't you? Have we been loving the friendship teammate podcasts? It's been good, hasn't
very
it?
Enthusiastic.
I know. Have we? I'm looking here at the front. Yeah, have you enjoyed it?
That's better.
I'm like, should we just split them up and go back to solo? It's been so funny. Now, I want to talk about you two.
This is
and
where
your-
I'm nervous because I think I'm on the back foot here because you've sent some stuff in and I didn't know about this.
Yeah, well, I'm so well prepared. I wanted this Chelsea podcast to
Very
be
professional.
You know what?
Could be.
You know what? So
Kaz did no prep, so
that is a lie because she said to me the other day, Kaz, what's the brief? Can I have it? I sent it and then she stitched me up and changed it all. So yeah, that's a proper friend right there, right?
I thought we'd make it interesting.
There we go. Great. Can't wait.
Well, I want to know how you guys first met and what was your impression of each other when you did meet?
Oh, see, I remember Jill very clearly because not because you were way taller than me, but you were.
Still am, just so.
Yeah, that is really true. There's more Chelsea than City, so I feel safe. But yeah, Jill played on the right wing when I first met you in England. I think we were 14 and we went. My first memory of you was when we went to France, Clairefontaine.
Yes.
And you were
So
you were
you met at 14?
yeah, I've known Jill since 14. Yeah, and you know what? No matter what anyone sees or knows about Jill from the jungle, she hands down she's literally what you see is what you get. The nicest person you'll ever meet, and she'll do anything. Loyal as the day comes to you. I'm not surprised she's won all the accolades she has. And you know, if you were gonna go to war with anyone, it would be with this one. So, you know, at 14, she hasn't changed, and that's why she's so successful. So yeah, and she's one of, in my head, she might not say the same, but she's one of my besties. So I'm lucky to have her. Sounds a bit weird. I've gone a bit emotional
I
on
know,
you there.
I feel like I'm going to
when you went and gone back
to
14, I'm like, oh, you haven't changed.
Have you noticed?
You're gonna hammer me now, aren't you?
Yeah. Have you noticed that there was not one thing about she was a great footballer? It was all she was loyal
And she was in the jungle.
she was tall. She went to the jungle. Thanks, Kaz. But you know what? I'll flip this. Kaz is all of them things as well. But when I went away with England when I was 14, under 16s, I think I soon realised I was doing all right in the northeast. But as soon as it got opened up to the rest of the country, I was suddenly with superstars like Kaz. And Kaz was a superstar. Made your England debut at, how old were you?
17.
17. I went along to the Etihad Stadium as a fan. I was the same age, obviously not in the England setup. Seeing Caz score in a Euros, the winner, 3-2 against Finland. Took her football boot off, give it to the crowd, then had to ask for it back because she only had one pair of football boots.
And they didn't give it me back, you know.
Did they not?
Nah.
That's why you were rubbish for the next one.
So true.
I'm joking. But no, Caz was an absolute superstar. And for me, it was good because I wasn't ready yet. I didn't get selected again till I was 18. And I always say for kind of the next generation coming through, it might just not be your time. And I think at that point you decide, do I keep working hard or do I just give up? So players like Caz motivated me to be better. And it was great for me playing with Caz for so many England games because I'd win the ball back and then just give it to her and she'd score a goal or
Because I
do
didn't
something.
defend, did I?
No, she didn't. She didn't. I did all our running, but yeah, she did all the skill and the goals. So it was a good teamwork.
Do you know what Millie mentioned last season about timing? Because she said that Chelsea came and made an offer and she said no, first of all. Because she was like, the timing was wrong, blah, blah. I just feel like laymen like me would never, we would just go, no, the timing's right. The timing's right. We want it now. We want it now, right? Yeah. That's what we do. That's probably why.
I think the first 3 times I played against Millie, 2 of them I ended up in hospital. Everton versus Doncaster Bells, I think. One, I might have had concussion. I definitely had concussion. And the second was a blow to the ribs, but such a competitive player and such a great person as well. So you always want, you say about going to war, I wouldn't take tall, skinny Jill, I'd take Millie Bright.
Very good,
Brilliant.
fair point, actually.
Yeah, very true.
So back to you two. When you were 18, I'm guessing you were at Loughborough Uni together?
Yeah, oh no.
And what
Have you sent in?
and what was your relationship like at Loughborough? Did you live close to each other?
I don't think we spoke, did we? We
Exactly.
didn't speak. Like, as much as I said I knew Jill at 14, we didn't really. Can I be honest? I just used to see. I look out my window and Jill, you'd be going off getting coffee, and it's obviously done you so well now. But I don't know. I don't know. We didn't really connect. Maybe I don't know. I was quiet and went to uni and
did your work.
I did my work. Yeah.
What did you do, Jill?
Yeah,
then?
no, it is a bit of a regret of mine. They say have no regrets, but Caz was working hard. Well, she stayed in this room. There was a door in between us. I can't remember who it was. And then I was with Carly Telford in the room up from there. But we didn't. I think we were kind of different things, weren't we? So Caz was working hard, and I think we were probably going out a little bit, actually, me and Carly. But I'll tell you I'll tell you quickly, that kind of changed everything. We were away in the Euros, which was 2013, in Sweden. And basically, it was so harsh. It was like, we're going into a game. I think it might have been the quarterfinals maybe. And 3 of us just got tucked into a room and the manager was just like, yeah, you've all dropped for the next game. And that was it. And I remember being absolutely devastated. Obviously, you're away to Euros. You'd played the first 3 games. And I came out and it was one of them moments where I walked out the room and I could just feel myself crying. And I was like, Jill, don't cry. It's just football. It's just football. And the first person I bumped into was Caz. And you were so good in that moment. She was just like, Jill, it's all right. She was playing, so she should have been focusing on herself. And she'd just give us probably 5 minutes of her time, just made us feel so good. And I think from that moment was when we became good friends. And that's why I always say in teams, always be there for each other, because it can be one moment that kind of gives you a friendship for life. So that was a moment where I was like, yeah, she's going to be my mate. So it took about 10 years, but we got there. We got there.
You guys are going to make me really emotional. I'm going to tear up in this. You've already made me almost there. And you, the tears are coming. They're coming.
It'll get funnier. It's a podcast, Jill. Come on. Earn your money here. Come on.
No, I love it. Well, I was going to ask about, is there a bar named after you at Loughborough?
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
You know what?
Here?
We're the worst people for a bar as well. We have got a bar in Loughborough named after us, Carney Scott's. And
what's it called? Carney Scott.
Carney and Scott's, yeah.
Why's your name first?
Well, I was going to say that. Maybe it's alphabetical.
Yeah, it must be. We'll tell ourselves that.
But the thing was, when we went to the opening, they were like, "Oh, do you want anything?" And I was like, "I'll have a cup of tea." And what were you having?
Yeah, I think I was driving, so I had a cup of tea.
We literally had it was like our bar, and they were like, "Have whatever you want." You could have got absolutely smashed, and we were like the wrong crowd. I was like, "Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea." You were like, "Oh, I'm driving. I'll have a cup of tea as well." And they were like,
yeah,
it was
like,
it was such a waste of an evening, wasn't it?
but it's such a nice bar, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
I know. I thought it was going to be, just like in the corner, like one kind of pull and pint, maybe a rubbish coffee machine. Like, it's so nice, so nice. But Caz did bring her mum, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know if I said to you. So we got behind the bar. We started working, like pulling pints and pulling everything.
Well, not pulling everything.
There we go. There's
Shelley's
a podcast.
Here. It was just pints. It's just pints.
Promise I was there, yeah. But the guy went, Karen, can you stop? And I was like, he's like, you're terrible and you're wasting all the money of the beer. So like, I got kicked off. I don't know. It was wasting all their stuff. But
I think like the head of the beer is meant to be about this much, and yours was like 3/4 of the glass, I think. So yeah. But it was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was good. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a reunion. So if you actually think back to who went to Loughborough, you had Carly Telford, Steph Horton, Siobhan Chamberlain did about 7 degrees. She rinsed that system, didn't she? She did. She was still going to uni at like 28, 29. Who else? Laura
Did you beat her
Bassett.
in the 1% club though the other day?
Yeah, I did.
Degrees don't buy you that though,
I didn't want to mention it. Like, anybody watch a 1% club? It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
Caz couldn't work out. There was an anagram, wasn't there? I probably
there
shouldn't
was-
be saying this because it's coming
We're
out
gonna
for charity.
Yeah. You know what? When you're at home, right, and I proper play the 1% club, got the app and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm confident in this. And you get there, and then like everyone's around you, and like it comes up on the screen, and I'm like, I can't even read what it says. And you know, like the pressure, and you know the like music, it's proper like. And I'm like this, like my heart's going this, and it was like simple, like an A and B, and it was so obvious. And can I swear, I proper shit myself. And I went, and you know what? I did try and look at Ian's. I thought I'll have a quick look. He was like this. You know, at school we got those people that cover their homework, and they're so annoying.
Who was it? Ian Sterling?
Yeah. So I went with that, and I got it wrong, so I was out. I was devastated. And then like Lee Mack comes to you.
Didn't you say there was like 4 S's in Lionel Messi or something?
No, I don't know.
It was definitely that.
I think I was out before that one.
She's like S.
The pressure gets to you, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
not to Jill though.
Well, so some people can do it. Pressure's not a thing. You know, coal under pressure becomes diamonds. There you go.
Look at that.
What a knob.
That's going to be the podcast headline. Jill Scott.
I just went one knob.
Good.
I still can't figure it out, but hey ho.
What? We'll explain later.
All right. That's why I didn't make it.
Right. Let's head to the game. I want to do a friendship game with you. So I'm going to ask you questions, and I want you to tell me. You can just shout out who. Like, I'll ask you a question. Like, I don't know. I'll use an example. Who likes sunsets most? And then you'll just shout out which one of you. Okay.
Jill.
And the audience, you can jump in as well. So I'll ask the question. You can shout out who you think. But although this one's an obvious one because Caz answered it. Yeah. Who drinks the most coffee?
Jill.
Do you want to put a plug out?
Yeah. Box to Box coffee shop. If you're ever in Manchester,
even
Shelley will pour you a good flat white.
Who's better on a night out?
Yeah, Caz.
Yeah. My guy, yeah.
No, you know what? Can I just say quickly?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I keep telling stories.
No,
but we went to Marbella together.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a different story.
Yeah. But we
want to hear that one.
Yeah. She was home every night having a cup of tea, probably about 10 o'clock. And I was
Marbella?
Me, Millie Bright, Laura Bassett. You were there.
Yeah, I was.
You were definitely there. So me, Millie, Carly, we were actually partying at the time. She was like back home, cup of tea. But then when we were in the Olympics 2012,
it was coming out now.
we got knocked out in the quarter-final. Obviously, we were very sad, but we stayed in the village for like a week after. And didn't you do like 7-8 nights in a row with Yanks? Every single night.
You know what stays on tour is usually meant to stay on tour, Jill?
No, but you did. You actually did.
Do you know what? I think Carly came into the room, and I don't even know how this is possible. She's like, wow, your room stinks of vodka.
Yeah.
And I'm like, vodka doesn't smell.
Yeah, I was going to say vodka doesn't smell.
And I was like, wow, we're that bad. But the thing, when you get knocked out at the Olympics, usually the first people that go are the swimmers, so you kind of like latch onto the swimmers and you go, right, where are the swimmers going? And then but it got to the point where the whole team was there, and you think, you know, you'd go to Jill, where you going, and after like 5 nights they're like, no, it's Caz and Yanks, like they're the people to go to find out where the parties are. And I was like, oh, you've underestimated us for like 10 years.
You were proper partying. She had all these freebies. I kept seeing her. There was a McDonald's which was all free. like in the
Oh.
village, in the village, which is brilliant. And you and Yanks were there, I think, every single morning, just having like a Mackey's breakfast. So the life of an athlete, a professional athlete.
That's why I never got gold.
Did you come back and play for Chelsea then? No, Birmingham.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's,
we'll say Birmingham.
It's also turned me vegan now as well. So
Oh,
that will,
yeah?
don't stitch me McDonald's
Oh
days
yeah,
up.
sorry.
Are you
She's
vegan
now.
Yeah.
Is it hard being vegan?
She's like, yes, I'm a vegan who eats meat sometimes at Christmas, maybe.
Flexi. Am I what, sorry?
Is it hard to be vegan? Because you have to check everything, don't you?
Nah, it's all right. Once you know,
Is
you're
it?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you miss the most though? Cheese.
You don't have cheese?
Nah.
God, how do you live? Cheese is like
Jill,
life.
Did you think vegans could have cheese?
I'm not. I don't really know
Can
that
I eat
much.
fish? Just testing, you know.
Can you eat fish?
Yeah.
Vegan. Oh, see that
said
split,
yes?
people?
No, guys.
Oh.
No.
No, yeah, you're right.
So what do you actually eat? You can't have burgers, sausages, cod, salmon.
No, you can have vegan sausages. They're all right, them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what are they made out of? Plants?
Good. This is. Who would have thought this podcast would go this
I
way?
know, exactly.
Anyway,
Is
you know
anyone else vegan in here? See, Caz, I think it was just a bit of a fad and now it's gone out the window.
there we go.
Yeah, get her a burger. Sorry, you were in the middle of a game.
We've
weren't
gone
you?
through one quick fire question. It's meant to be quick fire.
Oh, you too. Who is loudest on the pitch?
I would say so, but you had a temper.
Yeah, I'd
You-
switch.
Yeah, you did have a temper.
And I was either one or the other, but more consistently, I'd say Jill was more vocal, very
Okay.
positive.
Do you know?
Apart from to the German.
I've got
gonna
that
get your tattoo
I've
out?
still got
There
the
we go.
tattoo. Yeah, somewhere.
Give the crowd what they want.
No,
No, I'm joking, I'm
honestly,
joking.
I don't think I can take my t-shirt out, but yeah, I did get a bit aggressive in that moment.
Do you know what? When I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, like I've never seen you like, since I know you since I was 14, I've never seen you like that
Yeah.
hit you. And I was like, we're going to win this. Even Jill's gone.
Can I just say though, the camera angle did not do me a good
You-
favour.
You've been
Because-
hanging with Roy too much,
No,
you have.
she had
Nah.
my leg like trapped in between hers, and you know when you can't get up, so I was
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
more and more annoyed. And then I don't even know where them words like came from because I don't even swear. I actually
No,
don't swear.
That is very true
I
because
know.
you don't. You're very
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
But that
I know. It was
that's
a,
why you
it was
won
a
gold,
bad
Jill.
moment. Well, I don't think it was just down to me going F off you. I think it was down to the girls putting in a good performance. Do you know what Caz's nickname is off the pitch?
No, tell us.
Mute. Because she used to sit at the back of the bus and you just wouldn't hear from her. Like the back of the bus is usually like the loud people having a laugh and would be like half an hour in, are you all right, Caz? She'd be like, yeah, and she'd just be sat in the corner, like listening to
Yeah,
our
but
music, taking up a seat.
Do you know how many people tried to get me out of that seat because I apparently offered nothing?
Yeah, it's true.
It was one of them. They're like, she doesn't even bring to the back of the bus, and I'm like, I've been here since I was like 17, so I'm staying here
I know, but
until I'm kicked out.
you didn't add any value to the banter. You just sat there.
No, but the thing was, how can you add when you've got the people at the back of the bus like you guys? You couldn't even get an edge word
Yeah,
in.
but you could have give your seat up and put someone else in. You didn't have to sit there.
Haven't you got a WhatsApp group called Back of the Bus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's only me, Caz, and Laura Bassett.
It's like 3 of us. Yeah,
Three
which
of
is-
us. And I think it's just Bass putting pictures of the kids in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so Caz doesn't offer anything.
She
in the
doesn't
WhatsApp
reply.
chat.
She doesn't
You don't reply.
No.
Why?
I know.
Because I know that through appearances, I'll just bump into Jill, so I might as well just know that I'm seeing her, and then I'll just speak to her there.
So
This
you
is
just leave her on
I
grey
know.
ticks.
We
blue
spoke
ticks.
to Laura, who's in the back of the bus group. I spoke to her the other day. She was like, if you and Jill actually tempted to connect like me, it would never work.
Yeah.
So our agents blatantly play us off now. So I get a message saying, Jill's doing this appearance, and I'll go, oh, Jill's going, all right, then I'll do it. And then they'll go to Jill, Caz is doing it. And then Jill go, oh, okay. And then we know we're meeting, so we don't, like, we've not communicated. And then we just rock up, and then we're like, hey. And then
They
we go our
told
separate
me
ways.
Caz had a podcast. That's what I thought I was doing today.
Well, I mean,
They were like, you're on
Hold on, that
Caz's...
proves that you didn't read the brief from the
No.
beginning of the show. See, I told you,
They
don't be
said you're on
fooled.
Caz's podcast. And I was like, oh, Caz has got a podcast. And then I seen a clip.
Kaz with a C.
Yeah.
Not as fun.
Yeah.
Not as fun as this Caz. Caz
No,
with a
but-
K, Caz with a C.
No, I get it now. You'd be better at the back of the bus.
I would be, Jill.
Yeah.
Let me.
Can we
yeah.
be friends?
Yeah. Can
Cool.
you add me to the WhatsApp chat?
Yes.
I'll bring value.
She'll kick me out. Watch.
Yeah. Swapping
Job on
Kaz
admin.
for
The
Kaz.
headlines tomorrow. Caz with a C takes Caz with a K spot.
Yes, you're in.
Okay, this is a question for the audience before I ask you guys. Who's got the most red cards?
I only got 2. Can I just actually?
Hold on,
I
how
actually
no,
think it
whoa,
was
how many did
Jill.
you get?
My whole career,
Yeah.
2.
It's just level then.
Are you 2?
Yeah.
I
You only got 2,
had
so it's a
2.
draw.
Look,
Yeah.
look how shocked she was as well. You only got 2.
Yeah. I know. No, but can I just say, because I seen Rebecca Welsh the other day, and she was the only referee to send me off twice. And this is no word of a lie, I'm going to be honest. Community Shield, obviously you guys weren't there because it was in COVID. Can you remember City v Chelsea? And you guys won. And G was about to take a shot on the edge of the box. And you know one of them where you come from behind but you get a nick on the ball. And I was like, it's not a foul. She gives us a yellow card. Anyway, my next one was definitely a yellow because I slid in and my knee trailed in. And she said to us, you know what? The first one wasn't a yellow card. She said it to us the other day. We were doing Deal or No Deal randomly for charity again. And she said, yeah, the first one wasn't a yellow. And I was like, so why did you give us a red for the second one if you knew the first wasn't? So,
And what did
yeah,
she
I'm
say?
upset about that.
But what did
Well,
she say?
Well, Emma Hayes isn't here, but she was stood over us going, off, 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 off. So,
Yeah,
think
because
of
you
my-
tackled a golden girl G. You don't touch G.
I know. I think I nearly wiped Emma out as well because it was right on the side of the pitch, but it wasn't. So Caz has got to have that one.
Okay.
Mine's actually quite bad, my story. And Emma was the manager at the time. My first one, 2-footed someone. Yeah, definitely should have got sent off.
Straight red.
Yeah, not 100%. It would have been 3 reds. It was really bad.
I headbutted someone as well. So
Wow. Yeah, you trumped that. The second one, though, I was playing for Chicago and Emma was the manager. And we're in this really big stadium, like, it was at 80,000. There's no one in there, though. But nevertheless, it was a
Wow.
really big game. And Abby Wambach, right? Does everyone know who Abby Wambach is?
yeah, of course I do.
She's massive. She's bigger than you, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I thought she fouled me and I didn't get anything. So in my head, I lost my head. So I scissored her around the knees, which is really bizarre for someone so small like me to take on this giant,
Yeah.
right? So then I got a straight red and I realised the consequence of that. But the most embarrassing thing was I went and stood in the stand and there was no one there. I was like, I just want my mum.
Oh.
So I called my mum from the stand in America back home. I was like, Mum, I've just been sent off. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. And it was just, I was gutted,
I
Jill.
can't believe you scissor-kicked Abby Wambach.
Apparently it's on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah. Gemma Davison used to take the mick at me all the time. She's like, how did you, little Caz, do that to her?
Little Caz.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what I'm
mad.
just thinking of when you're telling us this? Eniola Alugo, obviously Chelsea
Oh, the
legend.
Germany thing.
No, can you
Oh.
remember when she was playing in America and she'd just gone over there and she scored a goal and forgot she was on 4G and did a knee slide? And she just stops and just got face plants of you need to watch that on YouTube. It's the funniest clip I've
Should
ever
we
seen.
just put all the links up later?
Yeah.
Put it in the group.
Yeah.
I want to hear. Yes, add me. I want to hear about the headbutt.
Oh, it wasn't even bad. Again, the camera angle did not favour us.
It was a gentle
Right.
headbutt.
You've been with Roy too much. That's what
No.
he says about all these red cards.
No, but the girl was punching us.
Who was
and
it?
It was Jade Bailey, actually. She was the Chelsea
Jade's
player.
so nice as well.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't like a headbutt like this. Okay, it was just she came towards me and I just went like
One of
that.
them together.
Yeah.
You just touched.
But you know what? I was captain and she was I want to say she was at Arsenal at the time. Would that be right? And we were getting beat 1-0 and I think as captain I took too much responsibility and
Okay.
it just all got a bit emotional. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got sent off. Missed 3 games, important games, 2 against Chelsea actually. So yeah. So anyway, 2 red cards in how long? That's
Yeah.
not bad.
That's not bad.
20 years or something? That's not too bad, is it?
No, it's not bad.
And we learned, by the way, from our mistakes, by the way. So just to be clear about
Kaz is
that.
coming in with the T's and C's.
Yeah.
Terms and conditions.
Yeah.
We learned from our mistakes and we didn't repeat them again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kaz's mum is always on the end of the phone if anyone needs.
My phone bill was massive, by the way.
Talking of your mum.
Oh, no.
Who is her favourite out of you two?
Jill. 100%. Makes no, like...
100%
Well,
she
like,
is.
100%, like...
Yeah.
Because my mum doesn't... You know, I live in London. My mum lives in Birmingham. So I actually don't see a lot of my mum anyway. And then so when we did the appearance at the pub, I brought my mum. And it was like, I get to hang out with mum. And, you know, it was one of them where... you go and say if I was there, you're thinking, my mum's going to come hug me. And she went to Jill.
We were at the bar for ages, and then it was about 45 minutes. I was like, should we go and find Caz? She was like, nah, it's all right.
Proper loves Jill. So yeah.
I love her though. She's lovely. She is
Blue
lovely.
white. Anyway,
Right, the next one. Last one, actually, I should say. Who's got the best fashion sense?
Oh, thanks.
Mate, you've killed me there. Wow.
Thank you.
You do look great today.
No, I think you look good today.
Yeah, thanks.
You've both gone with
Just-
the
I'm
same
just
colour, top
assessing
and
it.
bottom today.
Yeah.
Brown and brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Shelley's always on point and
To be fair,
got a
Shelley
stylist,
this
didn't
is
ya?
really embarrassing, but Shelley does help dresses because my fashion sense is terrible. So
Okay.
if it was just me, I would say Caz, but because I get a little bit of help, I think we're even. Okay? Even.
Kaz is fist pumping and agreeing, but she's like,
Reluctantly.
I don't think I
I
agree.
just
Yeah.
don't want to offend Shelley because she's done a great job.
who dresses you for the punditry?
Me?
No. You've got a stylist.
Yeah. I think
I always see her putting pictures on and she's like, at Zara, at Reese, at Marks and Spencer's. You do at
that's you. You've got your
No,
M&S
you
deal.
do at clothing brands.
No, I don't.
I'm sure you do.
No,
I'll
I don't.
find that as well. I'll post it later on my Instagram.
Maybe that's an opening for clothing brands to start getting involved with
Yeah.
both of you.
Maybe.
Where's this from?
Zara?
Yeah, Zara's good. This is Zara as
From
well.
Reese.
Zara.
Yeah, you can't go
Everything
wrong
Zara.
with Zara, can you?
Right. Zara's now going to get in touch
I have
with
to
both
do a
of
shout out to Paul though, who does style me. So thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Feel really
love
bad
that.
now. I was like, no.
I do have a stylist,
Yeah,
but I'll
yeah.
shout him
But
up.
this was by me today, not by Paul.
Okay. This is by you, not
Yeah.
by Paul.
Most
Can you
of my
post a picture and put by me, not by Paul?
I will. But I did sense check it with him. I was like, oh, you're proud? Because I was like horrendous dress sense. I think we both were. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shocking. If we did like...
I think so, yeah. I think a lot of my stuff's Marks and Spencer's now. I like their clothing range.
You got to deal with
Check
him.
it out.
You have got to deal with him, yeah. 100% you've got to deal with him.
next week, they unveil the new face of Marks and Spencer's, and it's Jill.
I
It's
might
Jill?
I might do a little bit for the food range, which I'm so excited about for Christmas.
I'm
we
going to
love
get in
brands.
trouble. This
Come on,
podcast
Marks
always
and
ends up being...
Spencer's food is nice, right?
It's not just any
There
food.
we go. It's
It's
not.
M&S food.
There we go. You should do
Wow.
the voiceover.
Yes, I should,
Yes,
Jill.
you should.
Talk to your people.
Yes,
Sort it
I
out
will.
For me.
I will.
You
I
can
will.
be my agent for voiceovers.
I'm with Percy Pig next week. I'll tell him.
I could be the voice of Percy. I love
Okay.
that.
Actually doing one with a like dressed up pig.
No, we did it last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Jill,
They're
I'm-
vegan, you know.
What, pigs?
Percy Pigs.
Oh. It's like, other? What? Anyway.
This is why I never spoke at back of the bus. It was just wasted.
This podcast is brought to you by Skoda, the official car partner of Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. It's football season, time for after-work training, muddy boots and early morning weekend games. Whether you're playing five-a-side after work, cheering the kids on from the sidelines on a Saturday morning, or gathering with your mates to watch the big leagues each weekend, Skoda's the perfect companion for your everyday adventures. Zip around town in the fully electric Enyaq, or give the squad a lift home in the all-new 7-seater Kodiaq. There's something in the range to suit teams of all shapes and sizes. Don't just take my word for it, though. Search the Skoda range today to jump in and see for yourself. Right, Jill, 2022, you've talked about it to death, but I've got to ask you
Savage.
about
Oh, yeah.
the jungle. No, because
I'm
as
so
soon as I
bored.
said 2022, she looked at me like,
Is it about the jungle? I thought the many euros.
Yeah.
no. I'll talk about that forever. But
Yeah.
I've got to ask you about the jungle. 'Cause lots of
Jungle, yeah.
people asked about the jungle.
Yeah.
And they want to know, how was the experience? And secretly, be honest with us, do you actually eat when the cameras are off?
No, you actually don't. Honestly, if you watch it, I think I lost about just under 2 stone in 3 weeks. And obviously,
Nothing
like,
to lose, have
yeah, I know. Honestly, my mum can't watch it because she could just see like how skinny I looked. But yeah, you only get about 900 calories, and it's all rice and beans.
What, so you don't have any kind of nutritional shake or something?
Nah, you don't.
What?
Honestly, hand on heart. And then we'd go and you'd be doing this, not the actual trials, but you know, like the fun trials that you do with someone else. It might be like find the letters in the water
Yeah.
and spell stuff out and that. You'd be doing that for hours, and you might get to the end and you wouldn't win the treat, but if you did, you'd come back to camp. There'd be like 12 of you, and you'd have like 6 jelly babies, and you'd have to half a jelly baby. That would be your treat, or like half a custard cream. And you could feel, because you hadn't had sugar for so long,
Yeah.
my skin and everything felt so good, but you could feel the sugar like go into your body. It was weird.
What was
weird.
those like drinks things like?
Oh God,
How was your stomach if you're not eating?
no,
And you're not like having all that. How was your
yeah,
like?
it was horrible. So you only had like rice and beans, and then I went and did the drinking challenge, didn't I? And it was like goat's testicles, crushed spiders, like fish eyes and everything. So if you think you haven't eaten like anything and then you drink all these drinks, let's just say the rest of that day I might have been in the dunny a little bit.
Do
Yeah.
you think Caz would be good on I'm a Celeb?
Yeah, I do actually. Would you do it?
Caz looked at me
Would
with
you
a
do
death
it?
stare.
I can't eat any of that stuff.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, no.
vegan.
Oh yeah.
What would a vegan I'm a Celeb look like?
A vegan I'm a celeb.
Like just pet dogs.
Yeah, just leaves
Would you
and
ever do it
twigs.
though?
No, because I don't think we'll leave the funniness to you.
No, but you find out there's like, you sat there, because if you don't go out for a trial, you're awake for probably like 16 hours, and there's just obviously a fire, and you're just sitting there, like boredom is like a big thing. You
Right.
you do get bored. Yeah.
But did it like? I know that this sounds a bit mad, but did it not resemble kind of being with a team on camp?
Well, not really. I wasn't like sat there thinking I'm
No,
so
but
bored.
sometimes in a hotel,
It's
like you
boring.
travel, you're away, like it goes from okay, you do your pitch session, then you're in the hotel. Did
Yeah.
that night?
But you still
No?
have like even things like not having your phone or anything. So you're in
Is
there
that nice for you though, not having your
yeah,
phone?
I think
or
it was good mentally, but you're in there for 3 weeks, but for 10 days before that, you were in complete isolation on your own. No
Oh,
phone, no computer,
10
nothing.
days
Just
before.
yeah, just by yourself. I think it was about 9 days, I think. So you're in a villa, which is nice, but just no TV, nothing. And there'd just be a knock on your door once a day, and they'd take you for a walk like a dog. And then I remember for the first 3 days, I was like, nobody's come to get us. So I was just like stuck there, no form of communication,
gosh.
nothing.
did they
And-
do it on purpose, like leave you?
yeah, because I think it's a bit of like a psychological thing. Like I think
Right.
if you
To
keep
get you used
awake,
to it.
and then when you go in there, you like want to give like conversation and everything. But all the guys were telling us, I think Chris Moyles took a phone in there, he snuck a phone into the villa. Mike Tyndall was jumping over the back fence and going to the beach for the day. And I just sat there like thinking I won't break any rules, like it's ITV. Yeah. So
Can I have one more? What
One
did you?
more
What was your
comment.
first thing you ate when you came out?
Tim Tams. So
Oh,
yeah, I'd
what
lost-
flavour?
The chocolate ones.
the white
Are they all
chocolate, dark?
chocolate.
Yeah, but you know white chocolate. the dark.
White chocolate, yeah. So I was
Mm.
waking up in the middle of the night just literally eating like boxes of Tim Tams because I'd lost so much weight. And then I went
Yeah.
into Christmas, so I was like, this is brilliant. Cheese, chocolate. So yeah, I think,
M&S Christmas.
yes, M&S Percy Pigs.
Right, I am fast
Sorry,
running out
this
of
is
time.
meant to be like a
I'm loving
football
it though,
podcast.
but I'm gonna
Told you
go.
this is our catch-up time.
I know it is your catch-up time. Yeah, I'm gonna go to audience questions. I also want to say a big happy birthday to this lady at the front.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Remind me of your name. Nicole, of course.
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Nicole.
Happy birthday.
She's spending it today at the bridge watching the match.
That is a good birthday, to be fair.
Yeah.
That is a very good birthday. Were you always on camp for birthday?
Yeah.
I never was.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
I
Thanks
had
for
my
bringing that up.
30th.
Did you?
My 30th. We had. It was a time where a certain manager really liked a lot of meetings. There was like 5 meetings 2 training sessions. It was probably the worst 30th birthday ever, to be
Who was
honest.
manager?
I can't say, Jill. To be fair, you could work it out. To be fair, that sounds really bad.
I really want to ask this question because I'm very interested in the answer.
Thanks for pivoting that.
Who would be a better match of the day presenter out of the 2 of you?
Jill.
A better what?
Jill.
Presenter.
Match of the day presenter.
Oh, Caz, 100%.
No, presenter.
Yeah, you.
Nah.
100%. How good is it? No, honestly, on a serious note, Caz is so good at the punditry and everything. She's so good.
You are.
And do you know what?
You are.
No, but you actually are, and I think you downplay yourself, but you really have led the way for females to be able to do that. And I think what people don't see is the amount of work you put in behind the scenes. I'll be ringing you, what you're doing. I'm doing prep, get off the phone. Like, she's always doing prep. So I think you're great. And yeah, 100% you could do that gig.
Except for this podcast.
It's yours. You're the only Caz on this podcast.
Oh, Caz.
Oh, it's all too lovely. Let's get out there and fight.
Headbutt everyone.
Yeah.
There's no way you had 2 red cards.
Right, I love this question. Who was the most underrated player that you ever played with?
Oh. Do you know what? Do you know who I'm going to say? Anita Asante. What a player. What a great player. 2009, 2010, she should have had International Player of the Year. She was so good. She played a full Euros with an ACL, like torn ACL. Yeah, she was so strong, powerful. So I'm going to go Anita, actually. And she's also good at presenting, great at doing talks. I think she's great.
Do you know the person that really, like, straight away goes to my head is G? Now, I know G got, like, a lot of plaudits, but I don't think she got a lot of I didn't think she got enough plaudits on the world level, like Ballon d'Or level. Okay. Like, honestly, that what she could do with the ball, whether it be from a deeper position, a higher position, and you'd be in training and you'd be like, if you're on G's team, you're like, thank God we're going to win. And if you're not on G's team, you'd always lose. But I think because G was so, like, you know, quiet and like unassuming, and I said to her one day, like, G, don't you want to be the best player in the world? She was like, yeah, I do. And it's like, she should have been. She is so good. But sometimes in football, and it's the same with Lauren Hemp. How's Lauren Hemp 28th in the Ballon d'Or? Is beyond me. She's won a Euros, went to a World Cup final. I think she had 26 chances created this season already, smashing it. Like, but sometimes the world, as women, we don't put ourselves out there enough, or we're not given the plaudits that they deserve. And certainly for G, and certainly for Lauren Hemp this year, I think G probably is the underrated player, I think, because I just thought she was mustard.
Do you think it's like, it shouldn't be this, but it's almost like personality sometimes, isn't it? If you're not, like, out there doing all this stuff, because I totally agree with what you're saying, and as opposition we never underestimated G. Like, as soon as there was a free kick, I'm like, God, this is going top corner. But sometimes I do think, like, when you speak about Hempo and people like that, sometimes it's like Kira Walsh. Sometimes I think she's underrated as well, great player. So yeah, it shouldn't be like that. If the players are fantastic on the pitch, they should be getting the plaudits they deserve.
I think there is something in the woman and not wanting to come across as arrogant and not wanting to come across
But I also think it's how women are promoted very differently. Differently. And I think that's something I'm, you know, keen to explore for sure. Because I just think, like, again, I'm like, there's so many players that are, and that's not to be mean on people who have had the plaudits. I just think it's just women in general. I think we could be marketed and promoted very better and differently because we're super.
Yeah, we are. That's true, yeah.
Love that, Caz.
Vote Caz for president.
Yeah, I know.
Love it. Like,
Caz wants to change the world, doesn't she?
Yeah,
every time she sees a problem, I'm going to explore that. I'll be at 10 Downing Street tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. I've absolutely loved having you guys on the podcast.
Thank you.
I know, thank you. This is a great podcast, by the way.
You're going to add me to the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
It's official, it's on there.
Yeah.
I'm not admin, I don't think, so it's
well, yeah, but
T's
you won't
and
be
C's
in
with
it.
that one. T's and
fair,
C's.
I shouldn't have told her that. She'll just boot me out now.
Yeah, she's getting booted out.
Right, well, thank you to you, the audience, for watching. You've been
Happy
fantastic. Massive round of applause. Thank you to our 2 brilliant guests, ladies and gentlemen, Jill Scott and Caz Carney. And of course, thank you to Skoda, who are the official car partner of Chelsea Women. And of course, they are proud supporters of women's sport. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.